Title: The Divine Shift. A message for the one on the brink. You are about to lose the house you currently live in. Not as a punishment, not as a consequence of failure, but as the beginning of something divinely orchestrated. A sacred transition that has been written in the heavens long before you even realized something was shifting beneath your feet. Dear soul, if you believe in angels, if your spirit has been stirred lately, if your nights have been restless and your emotions have been shifting without reason, stop, breathe. This message is for you. It is not a coincidence that you found it. It is your wake-up call, your spiritual knock at the door. The hour is not usual, and neither is the stirring in your heart. What you feel is not imagination. The dreams, the whispering thoughts that seem to come from nowhere, the heaviness in your chest, all of it is part of a divine warning and a divine promise. The Lord has seen what has been done in secret. He has heard the meetings behind closed doors, where your name was spoken without honor. He has watched agreements unfold that never had your protection in mind. Someone you trusted has opened a door that should have remained closed, a door that allowed unrest to seep into your sanctuary. And now, your peace is shaking. The house you sleep in no longer rests on steady ground. There's been a breach, not only of trust, but of spiritual security. Something has been hidden from you, a truth buried under false promises, hushed conversations, and financial missteps. And now, the time for revelation has come. But this shaking is not to destroy you. It is to wake you up. You prayed for elevation. You asked God to open new doors. You pleaded for transformation. And now, the answer is unfolding. Not in the form you expected, but in the movement you've been feeling. The prayers you whispered at midnight, the ones you thought no one heard, have been recorded in heaven. And now, the response has arrived. Yes, you are about to lose the house you currently live in. But don't confuse this with loss. This is divine realignment. This is spiritual preservation. This is a rescue from the slow death of pretense. You've outgrown the lie. You've outgrown the version of yourself that begged to be understood, that hid your calling to keep peace, that settled for familiar discomfort. Your spirit knows. The air feels different. You've walked from room to room wondering why it no longer feels like home. The laughter has dulled. The walls have soaked in too many tears. The furniture brings no comfort. You feel like a stranger in your own house. This is the Spirit's whisper. It is time to move. God is not asking you to abandon everything out of fear. He is showing you that He is removing what no longer serves your destiny. Someone who promised to love you has made decisions rooted in fear, not faith. Decisions that have put your future at risk. They have made agreements without your consent, signed things in your name. Let fear guide choices that now feel like betrayal. The foundation of your current place is no longer secure. It is not just financial. It is spiritual. The structure you thought was built on love has been eaten by termites of secrecy and silence, and heaven can no longer let you remain where you will eventually wither. Yes, it will hurt. You may cry. You may feel like everything is collapsing. But what feels like eviction is actually elevation. What seems like heartbreak is the beginning of healing. What looks like chaos is a divine clearing for what is next. There is someone in the spirit realm, an angel, a guide, a heavenly witness, who has been pleading on your behalf. They've said, "Father, they can't stay there any longer. If they stay, they'll miss their next chapter." And heaven has listened. Now movement has begun. You are not being thrown away. You are being positioned. You are not being punished. You are being protected. God is stepping in now because you are too close to your destiny to be trapped again in a place that stifles your growth. You are too close to the promise to remain in a house that has spiritually expired. Remember, this is not the first time you've stayed too long. Other seasons, other homes, other relationships, places you were supposed to leave but feared the unknown, and it almost cost you your joy. But this time, heaven will not allow delay. The divine is intervening. You must begin to let go, not just of furniture, walls, or rooms. Let go of the emotional ties, the obligation to keep pretending, the need to hold a space that is no longer safe. You must forgive. You must heal. You must be emptied before you can be filled anew. Do not panic when things start to fall apart. Do not collapse when someone says, "We have to move." The signs are here. The expiration has been marked. But this is your time. The truth is being unveiled, not to shame you, but to free you. Everything hidden is being brought into the light. You may soon hear confessions. Words like, "I didn't tell you everything," or "I thought I was helping." It may come with tears. It may come with regrets. But don't hold on to blame. This is bigger than people. This is divine. Heaven cannot bless what your soul has outgrown. You've been the glue. Your prayers were the support beams. Your faith was the foundation. Your kindness held up walls never meant to be yours. But even strong hearts grow weary. And God is not asking you to continue being the savior of a space that doesn't celebrate your presence. There is another place, one not made by hands, but prepared in glory. A space where your soul will rest, where your spirit will rise, where peace won't just visit, you'll live in it. But to receive it, you must walk away from what no longer carries God's presence. You've seen the signs: broken communication, increased arguments, a sense of being watched, dreams of other places. You've been sensing the countdown. And now, this is what it all meant. The house, the season, the version of yourself, it is ending. Let go. Trust the voice that is calling you out. Your provision isn't in the mortgage. Your blessing isn't in the lease. Your breakthrough doesn't depend on earthly systems. God is your source. He has moved heaven before. He'll do it again. This isn't the end. It's the beginning. You are not alone. You have not been abandoned. The pain is real, but so is the promise. The shaking is real, but so is the shift. Angels are on assignment. Divine appointments are being arranged. Help is already on the way. So pack not just your belongings, but your faith. Release what no longer aligns with your calling. Step into the unknown with confidence. What you thought was the worst moment of your life is about to become the most transformational. You are being led out of survival into overflow, from familiarity into favor, from pretense into purpose. What you see crumbling is not your failure. It's your former season making way for your future. The house you are losing is not your home. Your spirit is your true dwelling place, and it is rising. What's coming is better. What's next is sacred. God is moving, and so must you. This message is for you. Do not ignore it. Open your heart. Let it resonate. Heaven is shifting the atmosphere around your life. Trust. Move. Be free.